Right, all. So I joined English Heritage recently, and got the members magazine through. I was well aware when I joined English Heritage, same as National Trust, that I don't like being anything to do with them because I know the agendas that they push, and they've just proved it in here. So the front cover of the magazine, straight away, it's an Afro-Caribbean man with his mixed race kid and his mixed race family and his English wife. And then to top it all off, you've even got a black man in the distance, an Afro-Caribbean man, enjoying the English castle. Let's get one thing straight. Afro-Caribbean men did not build English castles or create England. They only started arriving here en masse from 1948, regardless of what nonsense you want to believe. And continuing through the booklet they sent me. So, Indian family, enjoying the countryside at West Park. Fair enough. Certainly the actors, it's rare you see any diverse actors. Again, what we got, half Chinese, can't really tell. Half Chinese, half English, I'm guessing, maybe. But, you know what, it's not necessarily these people that annoy me, it's this constant pushing of a message that really irritates me. And to all the lefties out there, if you come across this, think I'm racist or whatever, well, here's a spanner in the works for you. I'm mixed race, I've got 2% West African in me, which works perfectly because it really confuses you people on how to combat that. It's just relentless all the time, trying to rewrite history, and it's genocidal what they're doing as well. They're trying to deliberately breed out of existence white Europeans, and the way they're doing that is constantly pushing miscegenation, which is what we're doing here. And why are they doing this? Well, they want a one world mixed race population, so they can have a rootless population for a global government, no more national identities. Watch the. I'll put the end of Idiocracy on this video to explain it to you. I'm not going to patronise you and call you stupid or anything like that, because you're not. But if you really support all this stuff, then you're supporting the people you apparently oppose, which is the rich, as you call them. So this is a movie called Idiocracy, which is well worth a watch if you ever get a chance. It's about a guy who's, well, I don't want to spoil it for you, but this is the ending anyway. Like I say, they always show the truth in movies. So he was wanting to go back in time to where he came from.
The time machine. We are going to take you back, first to the year 1939, when Charlie Chaplin and his evil Nazi regime enslaved Europe and tried to take over the world.
Yeah, so that's the first bit, but a bit. So it's about the National Socialism thing, so for anyone who hasn't seen The Greatest Story Never Told and seen a different narrative to World War II, I strongly recommend you do.
Don't worry, yeah, it's okay. Well, I guess we're stuck here.
But then an even greater force emerged. The un-Nazi the world forever.
So there you go, kind of sums up what I'm trying to say. So basically, the United Nations, they essentially dissolved nationalities and turned it into a big globalised sort of state. And I think there's two very interesting things with this as well. One is, I'm not necessarily into it, but WHO, the World Health Organization, UN, they both have like a flat Earth, and it's under that Roman laurel. Got to remember, this has all been going on since the days of the Romans. And then, most importantly for me anyway, if you're into that theory, the movie They Live, if you've seen They Live, Anonymous Rex, if you've heard of David Icke, I'm not going to say it, but that theory, shall we say. This is Anonymous Rex.
Dinosaurs were killed. But not all the dinosaurs. You weren't supposed to know that, of course. Not if you're human. Not if you want to live.
She's clean.
Huh? Oh. Sanctioned Natural History 101, that is. We've always been hopelessly outnumbered by humanity. Had to find ways to blend in. First it was easy. Sometimes we even had it good. China, of course, was always a breeze. Obviously.
Yeah, the dragon.
Europe was another story. We let our guard down for a few centuries and we paid
St. George and the dragon, St. Patrick and the snakes.
the price. So we went back to the drawing board, perfected our disguises, parchment, paper, the finest Corinthian leather. Then, it was plastics. Today we've got solid holograms 50 years beyond what the apes can dream of. Project the photons and in a millisecond, it becomes solid disguise.